Greetings, Weirdlings! I'm Danny Danger, and this is my pull list for August 19th. I almost forgot what month it was, because I was so focused on the fact that I knew what day it was. In Black Canary number 3, Black Canary has been really worried about Ditto coming to harm. So what's going to happen? Of course, Ditto gets kidnapped because, duh, comics. Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman number 13 comes out this week, and I had a really good conversation about this book. And I'm not really sure if I agree with the friend who was talking to me about it or not, but he said that he canceled his subscription to this particular book because he loved the quality of the stories, he loved the writing, he loved the art, but he wanted to see that quality in a consistent storyline under the Wonder Woman title. Now this sort of leads me to ask, why does DC have a really strong, good quality Wonder Woman story that's written by several different authors that are just one-shot stories, but they can't manage to get their actual Wonder Woman title to do anything good? I don't understand. Island number 2 comes out. I read the magazine and I really enjoyed the first half of it. And then the second half of it just kind of threw me off. I don't know, maybe I wasn't like tired enough or like drunk enough, but the second half of Island was really trippy. A little bit too trippy for me. But I'm gonna pick up the second one, especially to continue the awesome Emma Rios story that was in there. And also there's a story that Kelly Sue DeConnick wrote. It's kind of a tearjerker. If you haven't read issue 1, you totally should. So the Rat Queens number 11 solicit kind of sounds like the Westboro Baptist Church is trying to kill all the necromancers, which might actually be a thing that's really happening in real life. So I'm wondering if this is like social commentary or... 1872 number 2 is gonna be awesome, you guys. Okay, so take all of my favorite heroes from the Marvel Universe and basically just put them in Tombstone. This is like my favorite movie ever. This is my favorite everything. House of M number 1 comes out this week, and I really want to read it because, duh, Dennis Hopeless. I've been pretty clear about the fact that I will read almost everything he writes in the Avengers universe after Avengers Arena. I didn't read the original House of M, so I checked it out. I'm gonna take it home tonight, hopefully get it read before Wednesday. All I know is that the Scarlet Witch has Mo power, which is enough of a storyline incentive for me to read it. Runaways number 3 comes out, and I'm really excited because you know how I mentioned how I was really excited about that old Western Marvel story? Well, the Runaways actually end up there. Molly Hayes running around Marvel's version of Tombstone, causing havoc. I'm in. Howard the Human number 1. Did you hear me right? You totally heard me right. Howard the Human number 1. It's a thing. Thank you, Secret Wars. You so trippy. Howard is a detective and a human being in a world full of animals. Secret Wars Journal number 4 comes out this week. I'm excited. We've got a good Frank Castle story. We've got a good Psylocke story. Mostly I'm just excited because this title has been like my favorite Secret Wars title so far. There's been some really good stories. So when I read the solicits for the stories, I'm like, that sounds okay, but I know it's gonna blow my mind. Secret Wars, Secret Love number 1, you guys. So Kamala Khan and Robbie Reyes, that weird ship that I told you would never happen and would never make sense, it does now. Plus there's some weird Daredevil like love triangle thing going on, but mostly Kamala Khan and Robbie Reyes. You guys. Oh my God, is it warm in here? Archie number 2 comes out, and I really, really enjoyed the number 1 of this series. If you've never read Archie, I didn't really grow up on Archie. I didn't get into Archie until Afterlife with Archie and then Sabrina, which made me absolutely love the characters. So now I'm reading the new Archie and I'm really enjoying it and I love it. You should read it too. Archie's still relevant. Mark. Power Up number 2 is gonna be awesome. So we're gonna get to see these heroes with these randomly crazy magical girl type powers actually get to fight together. And it's going to be in the middle of rush hour traffic, which is a thing I can relate to because now I have a 9-to-5 job. And seriously, if I had magical girl powers, I would smash the highway. I'm also going to pick up Young Terrorists because I love a good coming of age story about young kids sticking it to their parents and saying, no, we're going to topple these corporate overlords, Mom and Dad, screw you. I don't think that's actually what the book is about, but I like what I said and I think it's funny, so I'm gonna read it and see. It's screw you, Mom and Dad. You're nothing but corporate overlords. I've also got some awesome Secret Wars titles coming out this week. Guardians of Nowhere #3, Weird World #3, Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies #3, and Inferno #4. Before we answer comments, be sure to like this video, like me, because I like you. And share this video and subscribe, because again, I like you. Marcus McGowan is really concerned that .geek went away. .geek is not dead. We will be revitalizing it. We are taking a little bit of time off because I just started a new job at the place where we film .geek. But it's keeping me really busy, and in this transitional period, I'm taking a little bit of time off from .geek, but it's going to be back. Please stay tuned. Please bear with us. We're gonna have a little bit of a different look, but it's gonna be amazing, mostly because you're gonna watch it. Joel Everett, I am really glad that you have some stuff that you can reread, some stuff that's near and dear to your heart as you ship off to go to boot camp and serve our country. Thank you for that. Also, keep in mind, if you don't have a local comic book shop while you're traveling, while you're out and about, you can also check out Comixology. It's a really good resource for folks who don't have a local comic book shop, like you. Joseph Fuller asked me a really good question. Honestly, I could give you a much longer answer, but he wanted to know if there was anything that I would specifically recommend reading in volume format versus single issue. I collect a lot of my favorites in single issue because I have a need for gratification as instantly as possible, especially with some of my favorite stories. However, there are some things that I do collect in single issues that I think would be really great to read in volumes. Velvet is one of them. Alex plus Otto was another one that was coming out in single issue that I collected individually, but I think makes a really good volume piece. Definitely those guys, and even Fables. I can't do Fables single issue. Now, it just ended, but before it ended, I couldn't even switch to single issue. On the flip side of that, I am collecting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in volumes, and I really, really want to switch to single issue because I just don't like waiting. Special thanks, as always, goes out to Austin Books and Comics. We love you. We love you so much. You are so pretty with your comics, shining bright through the day, but not at night, because that's disturbing to the folks who are trying to sleep. That's it, that's all.